I'm joined on the line by Dr. Mark Clinton from Taisce. Mark, firstly, can you give me a brief overview of the history of what is known as Cú Chulainn's castle?
Good morning. What's important about it is it's multi-dimensional. Towards the base of primarily it's a Norman motte and bailey, the motte being the mound and the bailey the enclosure that would be attached. It's a particularly impressive one, 10 metres high, for a very commanding view of the surrounding terrain. But the story begins before that, because down towards the base you have a souterrain, or as they're known around the country, a cave, man-made cave, which they would predate it. So in other words, that's a definite calling card that there was a Gaelic Irish settlement there in the first place. And that's not unknown, that for clear reasons it would indeed extend into modern times, that an arriving force building their outpost, their fortress, will build it at the former HQ of their enemy. So it was probably where the local chieftain, this is the ancient kingdom of Connell and Murtagh, which would stretch across North Louth into the adjoining counties, and it would have been a very powerful chieftain that would have been there. So when Bertram de Verdun was the particular man who was allocated those lands by King John, so he would have built his fortress on top of what was the home of the base of the chieftain. So you've got this then to add to everything, because you have the mythological dimension of Cú Chulainn, as you say, as it would be absolutely known in the area. And the Tom Bocún, the one of the most famous of the Irish mythological tales, and it's very much centred all around that area, with Cú Chulainn's abode, Dealgan, pretty much associated with the place. So it's got these multi-layers of both archaeological and mythological, and even the ruins up on top, which are relatively modern date, they'd be late 1700s. A monument is its setting, and part of the magic, part of the whole imagining the whole Cú Chulainn saga, or indeed the Normans being there, or their Gaelic predecessors, is looking out on that wonderful stretch of terrain all around it.
But does it have any formal recognition or formal protection in law?
Well, you see, this is where it gets interesting, because yes, of course, the site itself, the motte and bailey, and the associated souterrain and standing stone, and that, they would absolutely be protected by law. But what's of interest and what caught our attention vis-a-vis this one is that the new legislation, you see, the legislation goes back to the 1930s Monuments Act, and it was revived at various points in time. But all that was replaced as recently as just an act was passed in 2023, so it's brand new in legal terms. And in it, when we read it in depth, there is this special protection clause, and it is based on that to qualify, the place would have to be of interest, its character, integrity, community or amenity value of the monument in terms of its archaeological, architectural or other historic heritage, taken into account whether the monument, in terms of its special or particular interest, character, integrity, whether at a local, regional, national or international level. If it ticks all those boxes, and we're saying Castletown does, therefore the minister is empowered to grant it this special protection. But equally important, you can't do any works in its general area without a special license from the minister. Therefore, that's our argument.
Okay.